Everybody, welcome to Wednesday Morning Mike Talk. So glad that you're with me. I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are warm. It's supposed to warm up today, maybe to like 20 or something. So that is cool. Spent last night with space heaters, sleeping downstairs. Remember, we have the upstairs sanctuary. That furnace works. And so it's keeping it about 63 or 64. But last night was cold. And but today we're getting a furnace. Praise the Lord. They worked us in, and they're going to install it this morning. So God bless you guys. Thanks for your prayers and your concerns. We love you. Hey, speaking of being cold, if it's cold inside for someone like me, or maybe you, then it's cold outside. And we still have a homeless population here in Bloomington Normal. And I was reminded yesterday there's a way that you could help. Actually, we have contacts with people with Abundant Life. I don't know if you know where that's at. It's about 2 blocks from my house. I'm pointing the wrong way, this way. And it's a mission that takes in homeless people, but also they supply things like thermals, warmers, hand warmers, hoodies, men's boots. And so those needs, just think about if you were outside, what would you want that would maybe keep you warm? And you can take them to Abundant Life, and they'll take it. That's 108 East Market Street. So if you live in the central Illinois area, take to heart what I'm going to talk about today and give. And you can always give to the church as well. Remember, Song and Sword is a church. It's an online church, and then it's a church at the Chateau. But you can be a part of it by donating to it, by giving to it, by allowing us to do these productions and these ministries and these videos, and not to mention the church that happens on Sunday and all that goes into that. You can just go to songandsword.com and hit that donate button at the top. And then you can give monthly, weekly. I would really love it if you would partner with us and just say, I'm going to do something consistently. And I appreciate all that you guys have given and the ones you give all the time. Thank you so much. God is doing a great work. And, you know, the bottom line is it takes money to do ministry. That's the way it is. And God always supplies. So I'm not worried about it. I'm asking you to be a part of and giving you a chance to be a part of something awesome. Luke chapter 19, great story. We're talking about transformed. And here's a picture of a man who was completely transformed. He entered Jerusalem, Jesus did. He was passing through, and behold, there was a man named Zacchæus, and he was a chief tax collector. And he was rich, and he was seeking to see who Jesus was, but on account of the crowd he could not because he was small in stature. And so he ran on ahead and climbed up into a sycomore tree to see him, for he was about to pass that way. And when Jesus came to the place, he looked up and said to him, Zacchaeus, hurry and come down, for I must stay at your house today. So he hurried and he came down, and he received him joyfully. And when they saw it, they all grumbled. He has gone in to be the guest of a man who is a sinner. And Zacchaeus stood and said to the Lord, Lord, behold, half of all my goods I give to the poor. Excuse me. And if I've defrauded anyone of anything, I restore it fourfold. And Jesus said to him, today salvation has come to this house, since he also is a man of Abraham, for the Son of Man came to seek and to save that which was lost. What happened to Zacchaeus was a transformation. And I'm going to talk about this transformation that happened with him financially. Because we said on Sunday, one of the ways, if you want to transform, then you become a giver like God. God so loved the world, he gave. Jesus came to give his life as a ransom for many. God and Jesus cannot be outgiven. But if we're going to be followers of Jesus Christ, then we have to look like him. We have to take steps to make ourselves become what he's making us. And part of that transforming thing is a different attitude towards money. What's the attitude towards money in our culture? We love it. We need it. We get it to buy more stuff. We can become materialistic. We can save it. There's really 2 sins with money. One is to save so much because you rely on that and you're thinking that you need it all. And the more you get, the happier you'll be in old age. And that's not trusting the Lord. The other one is just to buy stuff and become a consumerist, because those things we consume will make us happy. In a way, those become kind of idols for us. And I'm not blasting you if you're rich or whatever. I'm talking to myself. We live in a culture that says, save a bunch of it and you'll be happy and safe and secure, or spend it like crazy and you'll have happiness in the things you buy. Neither one of those are biblical truths. The truth is, you're happiest when you give it away. And you change the most. You transform to become like Jesus most. People didn't like it when Jesus went to Zacchaeus' house. Why? Because he was a sinful man. He had aligned himself with the Roman government. And as is pretty evident in his confession here, he ripped people off. The idea, he was a chief Roman collector, tax collector, which means that he was a tax collector over other tax collectors. And probably what we know historically is these guys would charge the Roman tax and then gouge their Jewish brothers and sisters for a little bit more. And they lived in rich opulence. And this short man who was rich wanted to see Jesus. And when he saw Jesus, the thing that happened, we don't know the conversation. All we know is that at some point he stands up and he says, Lord, I'm going to give half of everything I have today, I'm going to half of it away to the poor. And then I'm going to go back and check my records. If I've cheated anybody, I'm going to pay them back 4 times the amount. It was a happy day in Jericho that day. But you know who the happiest person was? It was Zacchaeus, because he had learned to transform from somebody who hoarded money and stole money to someone who gave it away. May we be like Zacchaeus today. Happy Wednesday, kids. I'm back to sermon writing and study. Love you. Bye.